For today's headlines, Novavax to supply bulk of COVID-19 vaccines, says vaccine czar. Business group expresses reservations on timing of data. Salceda, Tata will earn people's support. NBI files fresh charges versus PhilHealth execs. No VIP treatment in flight attendants burial, says Sinas. Killer cop sacked. Julia Barretto drops clues on current romance. Moderate to heavy rains in Visayas and Mindanao. Good morning, I'm Sunday Locos and you're watching Tribune News on 2. Today is Tuesday, January 12, and now the news. Vaccine czar and National Task Force Chief Carlito Galvez Jr. disclosed that the Philippines will purchase the majority of its COVID-19 vaccine supply from the United States Novavax. During the Senate Committee on the Rules' first hearing on the government's plan on vaccine rollout, Galvez said that the main volumes of jabs will be coming from Novavax with 30 to 40 million doses. Other vaccines that the Philippines is still set to procure are more or less 40 million from Pfizer, 25 to 30 million doses from AstraZeneca, 25 million from Sinovac, 25 million from Gamaleya, and 40 million from COVAX. A pooled vaccine procurement across the globe, which is led by the World Health Organization, Gavi Vaccine Alliance, and the Coalition for Epidemic Preparedness Innovations. The main bulk of COVID vaccines to be rolled out is expected in the third or fourth quarter of 2021, Galvez added. Presidential spokesperson Secretary Harry Roque confirmed that Sinovac will provide 25 million vials, 50,000 of which are to be delivered soon on top of the 15,000 shots to be used for the clinical trials. Meantime, the Philippine Chamber of Commerce and Industry aired reservations on the timing and manner of the proposed amendments on the economic restrictions in the 1987 Constitution being pushed at the House of Representatives. In a statement, PCCI President Ambassador Benedicto Yudico said the insertion of the phrase "unless otherwise provided by the law" in the provisions initiated by House Speaker Lord Alan Velasco may weaken the country's supreme law. Velasco insisted that revising the restrictive economic provisions could pave the way for economic recovery and improvement, as the entry of foreign investments would support domestic jobs and create physical knowledge capital in various industries. Yudico explained that instead of focusing on the charter change on economic provisions, he suggested the government should prioritize bills that will support the country's strong recovery, especially this new year when there are positive developments in the discovery and rollout of COVID-19 vaccines. The PCCI president insisted that the government should first pass monumental reforms to make the economy bounce back from the pandemic by building resilience against natural and man-made disasters through the Corporate Recovery and Tax Incentives for Enterprises Act, which is one step away from being enacted into law. He also pushed for the government financial institutions' unified initiatives to distressed enterprises for Economic Recovery Act. The House of Representatives is confident its members' efforts to introduce change in the economic provisions of the 1987 Constitution with aims to attract foreign investment will succeed and earn support from the people, as they are not meant to extend the term limits on the elected government officials. Albay Representative Joey Salceda, chair of the House Ways and Means Committee, claimed no politics is driving the new as only the proposed amendments to the Charter's economic provisions will be tackled in the hearings on the proposed Charter change starting tomorrow. The House Committee on Constitutional Amendments, headed by ACO Bicol Party List Representative Alfredo Garbin Jr., said the proposed resolution contained 7 sets of proposed amendments to the 1987 Constitution addressing specific economic provisions. Garbin said only sections 2, 3, 7, 10, and 11 under Article 12 of the 1987 Constitution will be discussed in the debates on House Speaker Lord Alan Velasquez's directive, as well as the addition of the phrase "unless provided by law" to allow the legislative sector to further pass laws in light of current economic situations. Tribune News and will be back after these reminders. The National Bureau of Investigation has filed fresh cases against officials of the Philippine Health Insurance Corporation before the Office of the Ombudsman over the controversial interim reimbursement mechanism. The state investigators on Monday filed violations of Republic Act 3019 or the Anti-Graft and Corrupt Practices Act, misappropriations of funds of the corporation, violating Section 44 of the RRA 10606 or the National Health Insurance Act 2013, and administrative cases of grave misconduct, gross negligence, and conduct. Named as respondents are former PhilHealth Chief Ricardo Morales, Executive Vice President Arnel de Jesus and Renato Limpianco, Senior Vice President Israel Francis Vargas, and 10 other PhilHealth officers, including regional officers. Also included in the charges are 3 employees of dialysis center Libron Avitum, which is accused of enjoying favors from the IRM. The NBI said the criminal and administrative complaints are based on the irregular release and utilization granted to Libron Avitum, which amounted to 33,800,888. NBI claimed that PhilHealth disregarded rules in approving and releasing IRM funds, and the computation of around 27 billion pesos fund was erroneously made by PhilHealth. Authorities on Monday denied special treatment was given to the family of Christine Becerra, nor was there a breach of protocols during her burial in General Santos City over the weekend. Philippine National Police Chief Police General Debold Sinas defended his decision for the 23-year-old flight attendant's remains to be brought to Camp Crame for a final viewing last week. The tight security at Becerra's wake and burial, the DNP chief stressed, was not upon his orders but because of the connections of the deceased mother Sharon, the military and local police being a reservist of the Armed Forces of the Philippines. Sinas echoed an earlier statement by Philippine Marine Corps Commandant Major General Ariel Caculitan, who noted that the men clad in military uniforms to carry Becerra's casket prior to her burial were Marine reservists. Caculitan insisted that there were no violations of military regulations, as they are allowed to carry out such tasks. In other news, Philippine National Police General Sinas sacked Police Sergeant Jonel Nuesga on the recommendation of the PNP Internal Affairs Service, which also pushed administrative cases against the killer of a mother and her son in Tarlac last December. Nuesga, caught on video shooting dead his neighbor's 52-year-old Sonia and her son 25-year-old Frank Anthony, following a heated exchange, was officially dropped from the rolls for grave misconduct and conduct unbecoming of a police officer. The dismissed cop earlier pleaded not guilty to the 2 counts of murder slapped against him during the arraignment and pre-trial proceedings held last January 7 at the Tarlac Regional Trial Court, Branch 106. The next hearing is slated for February 4. We will be back. Stay with us.
Viber is the free and secure way to connect with friends and family, anywhere. Send messages and make phone and video calls for free. Download Viber now.
Magsha-shopping na lang ako!
Hashtag 143SM. Call to deliver.
Hello, can I get the following? 1 pink chair, bed sheets na pink yung sofa, tapos slide, size 8, pajamas na blue. Oh, don't forget ang...
Hashtag 143SM. Call to deliver.
Wait lang, okay ba yan?
Anything at the SM store, ma'am.
Call to deliver. Call.
Kuya, pwede rin ba ako magpa-deliver sa ate ko sa Taguig, tapos sa friend ko sa Davao, tsaka sa... Fiancé ko sa Lipa? Okay ba yan?
Kahit saan po, pwede kami
Call
mag-deliver.
to deliver. Call. Hashtag 143SM. Call to deliver. Hashtag 143SM. Call to deliver. Call. Hashtag 143SM. Hashtag 143SM. Call to deliver.
Call na rin kayo.
Call to deliver.
Actress Julia Barretto has netizens guessing again about her love life. In a TikTok video uploaded on January 9, Julia dropped hints about her romantic relationship through a viral quiz challenge with friends. When Julia was asked to pick between choices, she gladly took Taken and Afam as her answers. Netizens were quick to assume she was describing Filipino-American actor Gerald Anderson. Julia also posted recently on her Instagram account a photo of her inside a car, notably with the man in the driver's seat whom followers speculated was the actor. In December, she shared a photo of her wearing a necklace with a G pendant. The two starred in the film Between Maybes in 2018. In July of the same year, the two were linked to be a couple after Bea Alonzo posted cryptic messages pertaining to Gerald, who decided to just stop talking to her even while they were dating. As of 3 a.m. today, the low-pressure area was estimated at 170 kilometers southeast of General Santos City. The LPA and tail end of frontal system will bring cloudy skies with scattered rain showers and thunderstorms in central Visayas, eastern Visayas, and Mindanao. Meanwhile, the northeast monsoon or Amihan will continue to affect western Visayas and the rest of Luzon. Cloudy skies with light rains are expected in areas of Calabarzon, Mimaropa, Bicol region, and western Visayas. Metro Manila and the rest of Luzon will have partly cloudy to cloudy skies with isolated light rains. And that wraps up the stories this morning. Catch the latest news on our website tribune.net.ph and follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, Tribune Now. The Daily Tribune is one with the nation in facing the COVID-19 crisis, and in line with this, the Daily Tribune digital edition and press reader is now available for free online. You can also download the Daily Tribune app on Apple Store or Google Play to get the latest and most comprehensive news online. Daily Tribune is also inviting everyone to join its community Viber Kachibu to get updates on the freshest and hottest news and entertainment stories of the day. Toysito emoticons are also available on our community Viber. Just visit the sticker store and search for Kachibu Community. And before we go, we would like to thank the SM Store and Araneta Center. Again, this is Sandy Locos and you're watching Tribune News on Q. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay at home. Good morning and have a nice day.
I am Elmer Navarro Manuel. Coronavirus case.
I am Sandy Locos.
Duterte, dadalo.
Si Ray Sanchez.
Good morning, I am Vernon Velasco.
Only government authorized to
Magandang hapon. Ako si Pauline Songko. Ospital naghahanda para sa COVID. Ako si Luis Lisan at ito ang Tribune News. Si Ramsey may mensahe kay Andrew.
Si Jomel Garner. At ito,
Pagsali sa face-to-face Duterte to fund ng COVID cases, tumalo sa 7.
Missed the chance to acquire 10.
Luis Lisan.
si Jomel Garner.
O si Ray Sanchez.
Vernon Velasco.
O si Pauline Songko. Sandy Locos.
I am Elmer Navarro Manuel and this is Tribune News on Q.
Araneta City, home to the country's first indoor shopping mall, the world's original Thriller, and the first ever Bini Bini pageant. Now a place for your first win, your first catch, your first home, your first big break, your first date, and even your first love. Araneta City, the city of firsts.
Click, click, that's it. Never thought self-service can be this slick. Modify plans in a snap. Walang hirap, it's a wrap. Just tap the app. Now you can check, view, subscribe, renew. Help and support for you. Out with the ring apps are the in thing. You know what to do. Globe at home and Globe One. All in the Globe app na yan. Self-service and easy to use. Mas okay tayo dyan. Globe at home and Globe One. All in the Globe app na yan. Instant response, no hold time pa, wala nang hintayan. Download Globe at Home and Globe One app, all in the Globe app na yan. Download the Globe One and Globe at Home apps from Google Play Store and Apple App Store now. Download Globe at Home and Globe One app, all in the Globe app na yan.
This is a very important story. The important story.
Pictures and stories.
Today, we feel the weight of history on our shoulders. The way we have been moving leads nowhere. We need to change course.
Since the United Nations was founded, the human race has never had to face a set of challenges like we do right now. But together, we can overcome them.
Good morning, sir. How may I help you?
Bakit kailangan ko pang pumunta sa bangko?
Kung nga naman, sir, ba't kailangan pang pumunta sa bangko?
Why not get a UB app so you can do all these without going to the bank? Bank the way you live. Union Bank.
Ang Philippine Offshore Gaming Operators o POGO ay isang legitimate business entity na nagbibigay serbisyo sa offshore gaming para lamang sa mga manlalarong nasa abroad sa pamamagitan ng internet. Ang mga serbisyong handog nito ay katulad ng casino games at sports betting na pwedeng laruin kahit wala sa casino. Sa Pilipinas, walang POGO operators. Tanging POGO service providers lamang dahil nagaganap ang mga laro sa labas ng bansa.